No, come on, this way. You know. Come on, you know how to get off. Right here. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Hey, sit. Good boy. No. Good boy. Good morning, everyone. It is day one of Vlogmas, December 1st. I can't decide if I'm excited for Vlogmas every year or if I absolutely dread it, but I end up doing it kind of anyways. Let's see how committed I am this year. Hey. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know that we have been, oh, there, he's gone. There he is. We've been fostering Calvin from Animal Hope and Wellness. His mom was an abuse case from Mexico. She had some trauma to her head where she can't move her jaw, but she gave birth at the rescue, and Calvin is the last of her litter to be adopted. He is going to be adopted tomorrow, so actually I'm going to drop him back off at Animal Hope and Wellness today, which is in the valley, which is not the business, but hopefully there won't be any traffic. So that's what we're doing today. And then since it is December 1st, we are going to do a monthly budget. Maybe my last monthly budget. I haven't really decided what. Hey, stop. I know puppies are cute and we raised these guys as puppies, but honestly, I would never do it again. Puppies are not the business. You guys are so much work. I have not slept a full night since, it's Sunday now? Since Thursday, since we first got him. Because you love your crate, but he makes a lot of poop. And every time he poops in the middle of the night, he cries. And if you don't clean it up immediately, he rolls around in it. So this is what your owners have to look forward to. What? Oh, you're eating your tag. Okay. Anyways, Brian and I are going to go work out. We are still in the, I think it was, 12-week challenge, 8-week challenge. I don't remember with our gym. Tomorrow is the last day for that for me because I'm leaving town. So we will see results, hopefully. But yeah. Guess what? Today is the first day of, honey.
December.
But what does that mean?
My brother's birthday is tomorrow.
It means Vlogmas has started.
Oh.
I know. Calvin, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? Are you excited to go back? You can see your mommy for a little bit. Huh, Calvin? How you doing? How you doing, Calvin? Good boy. Stop, Calvin. Watch out. Good boy.
You're a good boy.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
All right.
Ready to head out? Ready to head out? All right, let's go. Animal Hope and Wellness is one of the rescue organizations that I'm donating a proceed of my Adopt Don't Shop merch to, as well as Ghetto Rescue Foundation. But Animal Hope and Wellness, basically they started off rescuing dogs from the Korean meat market, and I mean, Mark, the founder of it, has seen such horrible things. It's wild. But now they've expanded and they just rescue dogs from any type of abuse, yeah, basically any type of animal abuse situation that is just horrible, they rescue dogs from. Animals in general. And when LA has the fires, they also help to rescue like farm animals from, I guess, the fire path and stuff. So they're a really great foundation. Fostering for me is something I can do to help, you know, with the rescues, and also help with the animals get acclimated into a home environment. So that's what we're gonna do. Calvin has been adopted. I'm gonna relay all the information that I've discovered about him over the past couple days to the rescue, and then they'll relay that to the adopted family when they pick him up tomorrow. And then good news is my girlfriend Amanda, who's been one of my best friends for years, is actually going to adopt a dog from Animal Hope and Wellness today. So I'm timing it to where we both get there at the same time, so I can, you know, be there when she does it. But yeah, okay, we just got here, and I quickly wanted to mention that when you do foster, the rescue organizations will give you everything you need. So the crates, the pen, food, treats, potty pads. Okay, you want to go inside? Okay, go inside. They will give it all to you, so you don't have to spend a dime, which is really nice because they do everything for you. They just want people to help. I love you. I love you, Calvin. You're gonna be happy in your new home. Okay? Okay, I love you. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Okay. And then this is Panda that Amanda's adopting. So chubby. I know, she's a chubby one. So how does it feel?
Oh my god, it's cute.
Panda! Broop, 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 broop.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. We'll get you to pose for cameras soon enough.
Oh my god, my baby.
Yay!
Oh, I'm so happy.
Thought I was gonna cry for a little bit. Fostering is emotionally draining. Even though I know that I'm not gonna adopt my foster dogs just because I physically and emotionally can't handle another dog right now, it's still hard to say goodbye to them. But Calvin is going to a home tomorrow, and the sadness was offset by my girlfriend Amanda adopting Panda. Well, right now it's a trial situation, so it's gonna be a 7-day trial, and then after 7 days she can officially adopt her. So, oh my God. Whew. Don't cry. How many videos have you seen of me crying? It is crazy. Okay, gonna go home, and then we're gonna talk about December budget, bitches. Is Brian cleaning? Now it's time to get to the December budget. I haven't really, oh yeah. So first of all, if you have been living under a rock, I am debt-free. Posted 2 videos, I guess technically 3 videos about it. I had my Truth Hurts, aka Debt Hurts music parody, and then we had the reveal video where I showed you the exact moment that it happened, and a lot of you guys felt the emotions of that video. And then I did the first thing I bought now that I'm debt-free video, which is the last 3 videos before this one. And I think in my first big purchase, being debt-free video, I said that there are 2 major questions that people ask me now that I'm debt-free. 1, how does it feel? And 2, what are you gonna buy first? And I already answered the second question, but the how does it feel? Honestly, it doesn't feel like anything is different. And the main reason why that's the case is because I still haven't gotten motherfucking paid. I think once I get a paycheck, one of my bigger paychecks and I don't have to worry about rent the following month, then I'll start to feel a bit more confident in my journey. But yeah, nope, I have not gotten paid since, and I am owed payment. And I am, while I do have money for rent for this month, it gives me, it's getting to be very close to a scary number in my bank account. So honestly, it feels exactly the same. I still have anxiety over money, but hopefully January and on, that will change. I wish I could say that it feels amazing and different, but it doesn't feel that way yet. And that's just my life, I guess. Honestly, don't even know what I want to talk about, guys. I know December can be a pretty expensive time because holidays, traveling, parties, gifts. But for me, I don't really tend to spend that much money on gifts. Like my family, my immediate family is pretty simple. Flat out, my dad said he didn't want a gift, and I've learned very quickly that when he doesn't ask for anything, don't get him anything because he won't like it. So for his birthday, he wanted this like dining set from Amazon that was $100, so I gave that to him, and he doesn't want anything else, so he's done. My mom, she is actually moving into, she bought a new apartment, instead of renting, so she's really excited about that. And all she wanted was some of these candles that she got while she was in town last. They're from PF Candle Company. They're a small, like, they started off, I think, at LA farmers markets, but now they've grown to online, and they have a couple stores in Los Angeles. So I picked her a couple of candles and infusions or infusers, but I picked her up some candles from that store. And then my brother just sent me some speakers on Amazon that he wanted that were $80, I think, and I got that this weekend too. So besides Brian, I'm pretty much done with my Christmas shopping. I do actually plan, now that I have my stand mixer, I wanted to make maybe some cookies or something to give to my close friends and some people like my lash lady, my esthetician, the valet guys that I see basically every day. I wanted to give them something to show them my gratitude. And baking and stuff like that, if you're able to, I think is a really great way to give gifts that are low in cost but show a lot of heart and love. So I think I'm gonna do that. In terms of what's going to happen going forward, I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really thought it out yet. Financially, now that I am debt-free, the next step is to complete my emergency savings fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. And I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit of December to just not have to worry about money. I am worried about money, but not put my money elsewhere, if that makes sense. I think I'm just going to take the December off and then start actively and aggressively saving for that in January. I think I've done the math, and maybe I'll go more in depth about my numbers there in a later video where I specifically talk about my 2020 financial goals, which is in the works. But I think I want to try to save $35,000 for my savings emergency fund, and that number is based on calculations I did for being able to support myself to live in this apartment on my own should anything happen to Brian and I. And guys, don't freak out, nothing's gonna fucking happen, don't worry about it. But I feel like, especially as women, we need to prepare ourselves and financially for things like that to happen, because I feel like women especially are sometimes stay in really unhealthy relationships, whether it's like emotionally, physically abusive, or just they're unhappy because they can't afford to move out. So I wanted to make sure that I was covered. Should anything happen, I can stay in this apartment comfortably for 4 to 5 months. So that number, the $35,000, includes both of our parts of rent. So individually I pay $2,000, but the rent for our apartment combined is $4,000. So the $4,000 is included in that number, as well as utilities that he normally pays for and stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping I can finish that 3 to 4 months, so January, March, April, by April. And then after that, that is when we are going to be starting to save for down payments, while also kind of starting to save more for retirement. So it's actually kind of like a weird thing. I actually feel more anxiety now than I did while paying off my loans, because paying off debt is very like, you have this amount of money to pay off and you're done. Like, that is your goal. There is only one goal. It's very clear. It's written out in big red letters. Pay this off now. Whereas things like retirement, you don't really have that kind of goal, especially for me, because I don't know how much money I'm going to make every year. I mean, hopefully we can only go up, but you just never know. So I don't know. But as I said, we're not worrying about that right now. By April, hope to be done with my savings, emergency fund / savings, and I'm going to keep that in my Empower bank account because it has a pretty good like interest rate as a savings and checking account goes. So again, talk about more of that and Empower in a later video, but that's the goal moving forward. Something that can start happening now is saving for like a wedding and then like other shit like that. So I just didn't feel comfortable kind of getting married while I was in debt. And I know a lot of people, like you listen to them on the Dave Ramsey's debt-free scream and shit, they don't mind combining their debts and working on each other's debt. But for me, this is something that I wanted to do by myself. I wanted to pay it off as a woman using my own money by myself, and I did that. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and move forward with life, you know? And life means for Brian getting married because that's important to him, and then buying a house. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting anxious talking about that stuff. I haven't verbally said it out loud, actually. So that's what's happening. I also don't know how much do people save for weddings? Like, for me, if I could just go to City Hall and it just be me, Brian, and the dogs, I'd be fine with that. I don't need a big shindig. That's not important to me, but I know it's probably important to Brian to have something more significant, and it's probably definitely important for his family as well. My parents are divorced, so I don't really think they care, to be honest. Something very small, like 80 people, 90 people max. Like, Brian and I are very similar in the fact that we don't like very many people. Like, we prefer to kind of just be hermits in our room, in our home. So it would just be, I would want just immediate family and very close friends. So it'd be very tiny, but I would also want it to be beautiful. So let me know, probably in Los Angeles, because I don't want to do like a destination wedding. Those, for someone who has gone to destination weddings, they're fucking expensive, and I don't really want to put my friends through that. So let me know what you guys think would be a good money to put towards a wedding. I'm not sure. It's funny, I actually worked when I was fresh out of undergrad. One of my best friends, Catherine Calabocas, she is one of the premier wedding planners and event planners in San Francisco. So I actually worked with her as an assistant wedding planner during college and a little bit after college, and I was also an assistant manager at a bridal salon. So I should actually know this kind of stuff, but I never really dealt with the numbers outside of knowing how much people spend on dresses. I don't know how much people spend on weddings, so maybe I'll just ask her. But anyways, if you have any suggestions in terms of like saving for that in particular, because that's like a number I can process clearly, let me know in the comments. Yeah, going forward, I don't really know what if I want to keep on doing budget videos. I feel like, I know a lot of you have expressed me to continue to do these budget videos because it helps you a lot, but I don't know if I necessarily want to share my income anymore. To be honest with you. The one thing that pissed me off, that really fucking pissed me off in my debt-free reveal video, is that there were comments saying, you know, cool that she paid off debt, but I could too if I was making that kind of money. And those people, one, will be in debt for the rest of their lives, because they're totally missing the point. But actually, that's the only reason. And I just don't want you guys to look at my income and think that you can't do it because you're not making that kind of money, the kind of money I am, because it doesn't matter. I mean, income is obviously important, but you need to be committed no matter what. And if you listen to Dave Ramsey, you know that there are people of all kinds of incomes that pay off debt because they're committed. The only difference is the amount of time it takes them, depending on how big of a shithole they put themselves in. I put myself in a big motherfucking shithole, so I had to make a lot of money if I wanted to get out of debt as fast as possible. So, and you know what also, like, I feel like there wouldn't be comments like that if I was a man making that kind of money. So that shit actually really fucking pissed me off, and I probably deleted all of them, to be honest with you, because I just don't want that kind of vibe in what should be a very congratulatory video. So yeah, I think that those kind of comments turned me off to sharing any more of my income. I think, I don't know, I guess we'll just have to see how I feel. I mean, I'm definitely still going to do a lot of financial videos because, you know, my financial journey isn't over now that I'm debt free. Now it's building up wealth. So I'll definitely do videos on my savings fund and going more into depth about numbers and why it's important to have 3 to 6 months and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to share my income anymore and be that type of transparent. But we'll see. The reason why I started sharing my income in the first place was because to me, it didn't make sense to show you my journey without you showing my income, without me showing you my income, because I needed you guys to see how much money I was making in order to explain how much money I was dumping to my loans. So yes, there will continue to be financial videos for as long as I am still on YouTube, but I don't know if there will be budget videos. I haven't decided because I always planned to finish the year off talking about money because I wasn't sure when I was gonna pay off my debt. But now that I have, I'm not too sure if I want to continue to share my budget with you. But I don't know. I say I want to be more like, keep more of myself to myself, but that never really seems to happen with you guys for some reason. But yeah, I did get my new planner. I'll probably do another video about this. It's my new passion planner that's nice and clear. But now that I will be saving for my emergency savings funds, I'll probably do another one of my debt-free charts, or my flow charts that I did. Let's see, this guy, if you remember this guy for my debt, I'll probably do the exact same thing for my savings, and then for a house, which I think we'll probably have to save about $200,000 between the two of us. To either put down a down payment here in LA or buy something in Houston, depending on how 2020 goes, because Brian is wanting to open up a business in Houston, and I feel like it would be wise for him to be there for that time. And our lease here in our apartment ends up September, so if he needed to move, that would be the perfect opportunity for us to do so, because we would obviously do so as a family. So we'll see how the year goes. Yeah, that's something I'm going to continue to do, because I found that it was just very helpful to be able to see something visually, a visual representation of my financial journey. Every Vlogmas, I always toss a question of the day at the very end of my video. So what should today's question of the day be? Guys, we are in not only the last month of the year, but the last month of the decade. And I actually think the decade part is what's giving me anxiety, because I thought it'd be so much further in life by now. But now that we are in the last year or last month of 2019 and the decade of the 2010s, what is one thing, realistic thing, that you can do with your money in the month of December? Whether that's putting money aside for something, whether that's not spending money on something, or whether it's sticking to a Christmas budget. What's one thing that you want to accomplish financially this month that's realistic, that you think you can do? Share that in the comments for us. Yes, I'm Asia Dang. Vlogmas Day 1 is in the books. And tomorrow we are doing my fitness reveal from the fitness program I've been working hard on. So that should be exciting. Anyways, I'm Asia Dang. Thank you so much for watching Day 1, and I will see you guys tomorrow.